So why do you need a Catholic priest?
About 2 years ago, I started investigating the deaths of the Carmichael family. The lineage of all these people leads back to a smashed pickup truck along Route 103 in 1989.
You want to exorcise the Carmichael.
Welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Sequel. This is a movie podcast where we're talking sequels, and we do it in two parts. The first with an interview with an actor or someone involved that made the film worth watching, and the second, a discussion of the sequel, what they got right, what they got wrong, and how it could have been better. Hope you enjoyed last week's interview with a guy that's mostly an actor. He just never acted in any sequels. Jim Clock. We talked about his journey from being a police officer to making a small film at a theater that he worked at on the weekends, just doing security. But they were like, hey, man, you can use the theater for free. And then the rest is history. Talked about him playing, obviously, a cop in a lot of films. And you got to check out his new movie, just came out, Alice Eve. It's called Chum. It's pretty freaky, man. It's kidnapping people. There's sharks involved. And he's pretty evil, but man, really cool guy. Great chat. So if you haven't heard that, be sure to go back and check it out. But man, we didn't have a lot on his IMDb because he does producing. So this is one I even asked him about. And he's like, yeah, some of these movies are already put together, but we got to do one. So we ended up going with Hell House LLC Lineage. And before I say anything else about this, I got to introduce you to my partner in this sequel watching journey, Jamie Riccardi. Jamie, how are you?
Doug, I think if Hell had a bunch of rooms, I would think that one of the rooms would be sitting down watching this movie on
Oh
repeat.
my God, really?
I hated this movie. Don't tell me you liked it because,
It wasn't bad. I went into this. So here's what's funny. Like our resident horror sequel expert, Egan, was like, Jamie, man, this is like the worst one out of it. And then I look up, this is the only one that's not a found footage film. I got to tell you, no joke. I'm not saying it's a great movie. I don't know if I'll recommend it. Maybe after we talk a little bit, maybe I'll decide on that. But I was really like into it. And the fact that there was only like 7 or 8 actors in the entire movie and you don't really like notice it. Like we're at a bar for a lot of this movie and guess what? There's nobody ever in it.
I put that down. There's never any. Yeah. Okay. Here. First of all, it's an hour and 40 minutes.
It was. I know. When I saw an hour 48. I'm like,
okay. I mean, big movies are 2 hours, long. For a movie like this, which is a clear B movie, it should not be almost 2 hours. So that was number one. Two, it looked like the acting and the look of it looked like a student film. Like it just, first of all, you have, most of the killings are done off screen. Right, you don't see anything.
Again, I get that, but you know what I do kind of like about that? Sometimes it could be like they do like super gore, it's over the top, or it just looks bad. It did leave you to your own imagination, and I did like those guys. Like they were scary as shit. The thing that blew my mind was nobody like was scared of them. Well, even the first guy, no one at all.
We're going to talk about that because I said the same thing. I said, we'll get when we get to there. So I mean, but okay. So I don't want to see gore, but I mean, like they, for a horror movie, they didn't show anything really except for one kill, right? They had a lot of long shots of the house, the carnival back thing, whatever. It was just like the 2 hours. If they cut out some of those long shots, you're down to an hour 20. So I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know. Yeah. And, I get it. This is the fifth one in the franchise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So unless you're a Hell House horror fan, you have no clue what's going on in this movie. It is very confusing for the person that's never seen it. So I feel like when you have, granted, when you have franchises, you're going to have your cult following, fine. But if you're ever trying to get new audience, you have to have some kind of explaining of what's going on in a way. And I just feel like this really like there wasn't any explaining. It was just like thrown in there, and like you're just trying to guess what's going on. I didn't know who was related or what, like why. I still don't know why everything's happened to this girl and what she's seeing, doing. Like it just.
What do you mean? Why?
What do you mean? Why? I don't.
Well, she's in one of the other movies, but we find out later why she's connected.
Well, then
her husband.
I don't even remember. This movie took me 3 days to watch. Actually, I started it on Sunday. I finished it on Wednesday, so it took me 4 days to watch. It was. I had a hard time. I haven't seen a bad movie like this in a while. We've been on a roll. And we had some bad movies,
okay.
But this is a bad one for me.
All right, well, let's see if I can do some convincing for you, because I did not. I think you were gonna come in a little different, but let's see. Let's
okay.
Let's see. So then we go. So now we get the beginning of the movie, and we have like weird production company names. Like one was Mary Lou's Boys.
Yeah.
And then we get like this grainy footage, and then it goes to a girl going having like a camcorder. Then we cut to like a funeral, which I don't know if this is in the other movies, but this is what this whole movie's about, of them dying because they were murdered by a group of people that we never got of all the flashbacks we never got a flashback of the car crashing and killing these people, because that would have helped maybe, we saw a couple of them die in flashbacks.
How many funeral wakes are in someone's home?
Oh man.
I mean, they had a wake.
Having one.
No, but they had a wake in front in the mansion, right? Am I correct? And it was at their house.
Yeah.
The wake. Who does that? First of all, and there really wasn't anyone there. I mean, outside
there's not
of
a lot of people in this movie.
Well, okay, but I mean, you have a wake. I mean, I think it was only like 2 or 3 family members, and that's it. Like it was just like I wasn't sure if it was like a dream sequence. If it was like a real, it was just so confusing.
It was probably you're right. No, it was probably a dream sequence.
Yeah, but they didn't explain that. Like it's just like, or then I was like, all right, this is happening. Then we're gonna go to the future. What's going on? And like,
well, then we see Vanessa, right? Because right after this opening scene is when Vanessa is talking to her shrink.
Yeah, correct.
Which the shrink never came back.
Okay,
I thought the shrink was gonna be involved.
No, the shrink came back once.
She came back. Oh yeah, she came back to tell him about the guy
First
dying.
of all, the worst shrink ever, because
she was pretty bad.
She shares a lot of information about other patients, which she shouldn't be doing.
She should. And she goes, "It's been 3 times. This is our 3rd session. You haven't told me anything." It's like, lady, you're collecting money. Whatever. She's coming back.
Yeah, no, she was awful. But so again, but back to the wake. Like, were they like ghosts? Like it was like, and then was it the father that was weird when she said. Who was she talking to? Like it was like he was acting like revenge. She was like the one that was looking for.
Oh no, she was talking to her brother.
Oh, brother,
because she was trying to get her brother to speak at the
yes
at the funeral at the grave.
But he had he acted like weird after she said.
Yeah, I know because we saw him later in the movie. Remember, he pops up randomly throughout in all these sequences. I thought like the whole family died, but I guess it was just that girl in the car accident.
So all the hell houses are based on that girl dying?
No. The other ones are based on. One is based on the Abaddon Hotel, which we see they mention it a bunch of times, and then there's the one scene where you see it.
Correct.
Where you see the grave of it. Whatever.
So are these movies not connected then?
No, they definitely are. The guy at the end of the movie, which we'll get to, I searched his name and he was in another movie.
Okay. But I mean, but this storyline has nothing to do with the first 2 movies.
I think these are all in it. I think in this one, I think with this, it's called, obviously it's in the name Lineage. They're killing the people that were involved, like their whole entire family.
So yeah, right. That's what I mean. So is this story how, like, based on the title Lineage, you would think this is a story of how Hell House started?
Yeah, no, that's true. But I think the Hell House is, I think those movies are not connected because we have the Carmichael house, which is the Hell House, I believe, because that's where Vanessa survived. Because she survived the Abaddon Hotel. She was in the Carmichael house. I'm guessing in the last movie because her and that other girl, the only two main leads. Oh, and then you have a roommate.
Well, what happened at the Abaddon Hotel?
Well, burnt down.
So that was the big thing. So she survived.
Well,
burning.
no, I'm sure there was like these clowns or ghosts and something, and she survived.
So how close is the Abaddon Hotel to where she is now?
Pretty close. We saw it.
Right. So
where she was.
You're going to tell me
bar.
if she was in another situation with a burning hotel and other creepy things, you're going to still stay close to that area? Wouldn't you move across the country? Like, I mean, like, I would want to be as far away as possible, from a situation like that.
Yeah, well, she has all that money. She's sinking into that bar that nobody goes to.
Well,
put that on Bar Rescue.
She shouldn't be working anywhere because she's absolutely crazy because she really is. Oh, well, that's okay. So to me, you're crazy. Now you're adding alcohol and not even like light alcohol. She's drinking whiskey, I think. I mean, so
whiskey. She's putting vodka in all of her drinks. She steals a bottle from the restaurant, and the kid's like, "Hey, I was checking we're missing a bottle."
That kid, was that her brother, or there's a friend? Like, it was like, was she related to him?
No.
Because when he started opening up to her, I mean, again, we're not there, but I feel like we're going to jump over. So when he was opening up to her, though, I felt like there was like some kind of connect. Like, I didn't understand why he was sharing.
Well, they do have a connection.
Well, the Red Ball.
Well, the Red Ball, and they're connected because their lineage was in that car. Their
well, that's what I mean. So how were they connected? I'm so
her
confused.
Husband, her husband's father was in that car. Her uncle was in that car.
Okay, so what does that have to do with him? The bartender.
Oh, the bartender? His grandfather was in the car or something.
And they're not related? The grandfather happened to be in a car with them?
Well, she's married to that guy, so maybe there's some connection between them two.
She's so stupid. Okay.
And then that guy, I forget the other guy's name, him and the kid opened up because he, I think, felt bad for lying to her. Because he did know the other guy. He's like, oh, I barely knew him.
Yeah, but he knew she was hiding something of what's going on, and he kept pressuring her to say something. So, like, it's just weird. And what is the deal with the baseball?
The red ball? I don't get that. I thought it was gonna be like a clown nose, but it's just a ball.
I thought it was an apple at first. I realized because it was on the kitchen table when we first see it. It was on the guy's kitchen table, so I thought it was an apple. And then when he throws it, I'm like, all right. And then again, they don't explain it. Like, I mean, give us a reason why it's the red ball. Is it because of the carnival game? Is that
Oh, maybe.
But that doesn't make. Was
Is
there
that
a red
the ball that you throw at the cats?
That's what I'm saying. Was that's what it looks like actually?
Fat cat.
But was there a red ball in that scene?
I don't remember. But that's like that. That's what's good about this movie, to be honest. That
we don't remember what's going on. Oh, that's good.
No. I wish it was obviously shorter and some of that. Like, because there was like some repeat dream sequences, and it's like, okay, we get it. But I do love the fair part was creepy as hell, dude.
Okay. Yes, but they made that it seemed like that was the he all he did was go in between the table of the game and the game itself, right? All those games all have the same length. They made it look like he was going down the longest hallway possible when he was like looking for the clown.
Yeah,
right? I mean, like it really it was just like they made it so like and. I don't know. It was so weird. Two, that's not a knockoff of Art the Clown. He looked very similar to Art the Clown.
Really? Art's like I don't know.
Yeah, but
all clowns
white and black, and he has the same kind of like kind of a similar look. I thought.
Yeah, maybe.
All right,
but clowns are scary, dude. Clowns creep the shit out of me. Like that whole scene. Like I love that the guy's drinking a beer, and he's at an empty parking lot. Right, he's walking through a carnival that's off, no lights, nothing. He puts his beer down. He's gonna get into the car. He can't get the key in the door, and then lights turn on the carnival, and he's like, "Oh, this is normal." And then he just sees that cash, and he's so desperate that he's gonna go get it. But dude, when that thing closes on him. That was like, oh, shit.
Well, even before it closes on him, the minute you see a life-size clown sitting in a chair like that, like, you know, like, and that's what's something in this movie. No one seems to be concerned. Like, everybody in this movie walks towards the clown.
Yeah,
every
and it moves. The one that when it's the decoration, which is kind of wild, right? Because when they talk about it at the end about the decoration, that they are decorations, that was pretty wild.
Yeah,
because why can't they just stay still? Like the one that was in front of the house that was following Vanessa.
Yep,
was like moving so much, and I'm like, what the hell is happening?
But again, like, clowns are creepy to begin with. You if you're, unless it's Halloween or you're at a circus, if you're walking down the street or if you're walking in a house and there's a clown in there, I think most people, even in the movie world, has to know that there's nothing ever good happens when there's a clown by itself that's not at a circus or Halloween. Why would you keep going? And like the reporter later on, it was her idea to go there, and she looked like she was completely scared the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, why would like no, but she knew what she was getting into. Like I think it's like except for whatever her name is, Vanessa, you know, when she walks up to the clown, she clearly just is like in a fog the entire movie. But everybody else doesn't seem to be afraid. You know, again, I guess it's like any other horror movie. Every time they hear a noise, they have to go out and, you know, explore it, you know, in their underwear.
And she has like a good friend in this movie. Like Vanessa's roommate is like so helpful. I don't know what she really does for work. She can't just be, you know, hawking popcorn at the drive-in and live in that really nice place. The lady owns a bar, rents a room. She owns a bar, rents a room, and the other girl has this giant rest of the apartment.
Yeah, you know, it was funny. She made a comment, or like, you know, that she found it odd or something that a 38-year-old woman, single woman living needs a roommate or something like that. Like, she just made some kind of comment like that. And it seems like popcorn is the soothing discussion, because twice when she was like upset, she goes, "I'll get you popcorn."
Yeah. So, oh my God, that scene's wild too.
Well, that scene made me laugh because she made a comment. She's like, what'd she say? I really could use some company right now. And then her roommate says, "All right, here's popcorn." And then she walks through the car and watches a movie by herself.
I know. Yeah. There's nobody that could sit with her. No, like other people that are regulars.
She literally said, she's so depressed, she needs to be around people. And she sends her to a car to sit by herself.
All by herself. I know, dude. Oh man, but that guy, when he to cut back to the guy that's in that flashback, I think it's like 89 or 93 at the Rockland County Fair.
By the way, you know, I grew up in Rockland County, New York. Yeah, okay.
But the city's not real. Abaddon's made up.
No, that's not. But I mean, the county is. I mean, that's where I grew up.
I know. So. Yeah, I was wondering if you ever went to the Rockland County Fair.
I never heard of the Rockland County Fair, but I think I saw a couple of clowns a few times. But I did a smart thing. I walked away. So
good idea. Yeah, you just don't. If you're gonna get close to them, at least like punch them or do something, not just like avoid them.
So you want them to punch the clown?
Punch the clown, folks. Here's my PSA: punch the clown.
Okay.
Punch the clown till he's down. That's wild. No, but when the guy is like in that dark trail, the carnival game, and he knows that clown's in there, and he's like, "Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna light this big lighter to see stuff," and I can't see shit. He can't see anything, and it was absolutely amazing.
The whole thing. I mean, like the gate, like the walls falling down. They were. I mean, like. It was just bizarre. Like, it was just a whole bizarre situation. But like, he took his time. Like, you know, even before the walls fell down, like, he literally took his time in there. I mean, and like I said, this is one of the scenes they dragged, you know, because you see the clown, then he's gone, then you see him stand behind him, and then you got and then you see him looking for him. How deep was that thing that he was looking for him?
I know.
He couldn't have gone far.
He wanted that cash, dude. He should just grabbed it pretty quick, but he was that desperate. And they knew that. And then somebody closed the hinge. So I'm guessing that must be one of the surviving brothers, right? So somebody else is involved. I know there's two clowns, obviously, that we see later in the movie.
There is?
Yeah, there's two different clowns.
How do you know? They're the same. They look exactly the same.
They're different.
No, they're not. It's the same clown.
There's two different clowns.
They're exactly the same. What are you talking about? They're the same exact clown.
It's not.
Okay. Well, you're going to tell me they were literally two different clowns, so they look different? If they were side by side, you could tell there's one Harry and one Larry?
Yeah, there's a picture of them in the one part, and they're two different clowns next to each other.
I don't know.
There's a Polaroid that the girl shows her.
They look reporter. They look like the same to me.
Yeah.
So you're saying one's Harry and one's Larry?
No, one's Harry and one's Larry. that was like a while apart in this. Well, great title card. The way that happens, he gets behind him. You hear, gets up black. You get the beginning of the movie. Then we kind of already talked about the therapy session with the bad therapist.
Oh my gosh!
So she's just talking about the Abaddon Hotel, and she talks about like, oh, how she's dreaming about this family and black. And then she kind of like passes out during, she's explaining it, but she's kind of getting into that trance because she has a wild thing of watching that family getting photographed. And the one girl notices her and then starts like following her around. That shit was scary as hell. And the girl pops up on her.
So why does she have these memories when she wasn't even there?
Because she was at that Carmichael Hotel where all this happened. So I guess it like seeped into her.
But she has memories of like 1989, right? I mean, is that...
she's not seeing that. She's not seeing that. The audience is seeing that.
No, because she showed up at the two brothers, the people arguing. Remember, she showed up at that with the mom at the house when she went to the house.
Oh yeah.
So
she did that, but I'm saying I don't think she's seeing like the one guy's dad dying in the opening scene.
Oh no! She's not seeing that. She's seeing all the Carmichael.
Oh yeah, the ones that she's in. Yeah, she sees.
Yeah, but she wasn't. But I don't think she was. I don't think she was really there. As I'm saying,
she has a connection to it somehow.
They don't explain that. Why does she have a connection?
Because she was at that house and her husband, who she was married to.
Yeah, I get that, but she wasn't there in 1989. So why is she getting these visions? So her husband is the connection. So she's not blood connected like her husband is, correct?
No, by marriage.
Right. So she shouldn't have any issues. Like there shouldn't be any issues with her whatsoever.
They don't want him to spawn with the last name. You got to stop that last name. Oh my gosh. That's what they're trying to do. I guess. I don't know.
Stupid. All right.
I wrote she's having crappy dreams and her husband's crappy. How about that guy, dude? He seemed like he was the most important guy. And let's talk about like his office building that he was at. No cameras. No mention of him for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
She's just like looking at her phone, a text that she sent. Nobody's reaching out like, hey, he hasn't showed up for work, or his desk was left in shambles, unless the clowns are cleaning up after him, making him look like he went to Fiji or something.
I still argue that there's only one clown.
There's two clowns.
I could have sworn
the reporter girl she's going through like all these photos, says we found these. And that's the part that I'm like, wait, why isn't Vanessa like opening her mouth and saying like, oh, I've seen this before?
Are they both black and white clowns?
Yeah.
And they have a different
There's different outfits.
There's different outfits?
Yeah, one has like stripes, one has like polka dots, maybe.
So maybe it's the clown is wearing a different outfit. I don't think there's two clowns. Who are the clowns? Do we have names for any of these clowns?
I could show you right now.
So you're telling me the clown from 1989, he ended his reign, and now there's a new clown in present day.
There's a new clown in town.
That doesn't make sense. Wait, they were in a scene together?
This is the clown. These are the clown, and then there's the other clown.
Yeah, he doesn't have his outfit on. That's all.
No, it's not the same guy. Different faces.
Wait a second. Were they ever in the same room like the one up top? No, they weren't together like that.
Well, this is when we found out that they were decorations that.
Okay, that was decorations.
Came to life.
It's one clown. There's no way it's two clowns. I just think he's wearing a different outfit. No, he's wearing an outfit from 1989, and then he's wearing the outfit in 2000, whatever.
This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18+.
I don't know.
All right. You know what? Egan's going to know. So we'll have to wait.
You can let us know.
Yeah. We'll get a text tomorrow morning.
So now, so she wakes up at the therapy session. And then that's where we get, this is the first time she sees the clown. So she's leaving therapy. She sees the clown. It's looking at her. She stops, goes up to it, and then nothing. Just walks over.
Again, that's the second. And I wrote that down. I go, what are these people always walking up to the clowns for?
Yeah.
Like, what's the obsession of getting close? Like, what are they expecting if they go up to the clown? Are they expecting like a trick? You know, the clown to do like a trick, a balloon animal or something. Like, you're like, why? Like, if you see like both of them, they both had the inclination to walk up to a random clown that shouldn't be there in the first place.
Kids, only walk up to clowns that you know. No random clowns.
But what do you think they're trying to do? Just to see if he's alive? Is that like? I mean, like but like. If think about it in their heads, right? You know, the guy at the carnival, he got this money, he's there, he sees a clown. What do you think he's like his purpose of walking up to that clown is?
I leave. You know, like whenever you're at like a haunted hayride or even a Halloween, you're walking around people and you go, "Ooh, that looks like it's gonna move." Yeah, I don't get close to that.
Not even all.
You stay away.
Yeah, I usually put my daughter in front of me. When we go to haunted houses, I walk behind her. You know, and she's barely 5 foot, but I make her go first. But I mean, like even she did. Like I'm just trying to think in their mind. Like, okay, so they get close to the clown. Are they just want to see if it's alive, see if it's breathing? You know, see, like I just don't know what the reason why they're because it happens. I think a third time later on. Like everybody seems to have to walk up to the clown.
Well, in the exorcism scene, that was insane. They were just like, sidestepping around them.
Well, that whole scene was insane. I mean, I mean, I so confused. I don't know if that was just the house trying to scare them or like, was it real? Yeah. Was it not real? Okay, but was it real stuff or wasn't real?
Well, they end up touching them and doing it.
Obviously, the one scene is real, but like, I mean, the guy with the smashed face, like that was real.
Oh, I know. That was wild. That in the bed when the girl just shows up in the bed bloody out of nowhere, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So now we get, when she was leaving, she saw a guy, Bobby, that I guess she knew from back in the day. They worked at the Abaddon Hotel together. So he's been having like the same kind of like nightmares. He calls, leaves this ridiculously long voicemail. And then we see him in his house. He's a drunk. He has a half a bottle of whiskey.
How did he get her number?
Dude, that lady was spilling beans. She probably gave the number away.
Because I mean, like she just walked.
You want her social too?
Because when Vanessa was leaving, like she made eye contact, but she didn't say hello or anything. She just walked right past him, like because she knew, like she recognized him. So like, how did like again? But then his name was like brought up multiple times, you know, with other people with her. But like the fact that Bobby had her number just seemed weird. But yeah, it's probably the psychiatrist. I'll say it's
small
probably
town.
Oh, all right.
But the drink.
And he's a fellow alcoholic, so it's, you know, works out.
Maybe, you know what, thinking about it now, I thought it was like her taking the booze. You know what? I think it was that kid stealing the booze for him because it was the same bottle of whiskey. Or he came in and stole it because it just so happened to be the same thing that he was drinking.
Well, it's probably very easy to steal because considering there's no one in the bar. So like the minute the bartender goes to the bathroom, you know, it's free game.
But yeah, so he throws out the ball at the back door and he wakes up to find it on his dresser. This guy, at least he's smart. I don't know why he has a hammer just under his bed. Maybe he was working on something. Toolbox under there, but he's going around the house. He's like, I'm going to record this. So not only do you think somebody is like some being is in your house in his eyes, he's going to record it. He has the hammer, but when he sees the clown, he drops his phone. And that is cool because you thought it was going to be bullshit. Then you look at him, look at the phone, and the clown's standing over it. And the fact that he walks past it, same thing we just talked about. And he just says, it's not real, it's not real. Then turns his back on him.
I mean, it's not bizarre that it's in your house. That it's not real.
Use the hammer. Throw it. Find out if it's real. From the top of the stairs, you have the height advantage. Throw it down.
Or how about like go lock the door? Like, I mean, like something
Sure.
like they never, or how about leave the house? Like, I mean, like, you know, okay, it's not real. But you know what though? I'm not taking any chances. So I'm going to leave, you know. Do we ever see the found footage on his phone? Do they?
No, they don't do any found. Maybe it's in the next movie.
So
There's no found footage in this.
So they really set it up as if, all right, this is gonna be important. He's filming, the death and this clown, and that's it. Like nothing ever.
That would
have
have been good if that kid had it at the end.
Well,
that's he gave it to her. That'd have been good.
Right. Let it come back to the movie somehow. Some kind of connection, but nothing gets from it.
Yeah, no, they didn't do much. And then the therapist kind of like connects some dots for us because I had no idea who that guy was in the opening scene, that it was Bobby's dad. But she calls, hey, Bobby died. She explains Bobby's dad was the guy that went missing at the carnival. And yeah, and then what happens a few minutes later after all? Yeah.
But this is the scene where she's literally talking about Bobby's life and everything else. I don't think you could do that.
You can't do that.
Even if the person dies and they know you, like, if they were best friends, she still can't do that. And she was literally just spilling everything about, oh yeah, he felt like the same things that you feel and all this, like just sharing his personal medical issues. Like, she was the worst psychiatrist.
I'll write a complaint in the Abaddon Gazette. Hey, that shrink is just spilling all the beans. But the fact that she talks about like, oh, he had the same dreams, and then she sees a clown again, and she walks right up to it again
on the street. The one on the street you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, again, she's the only one that should have no problem walking up to, because she's just seeing everything and all over the place, and I think in her mind she doesn't know what's real and what's fake. And so I think, like that's a little different. It's the person that's never dealt with any of these like visions and clown stuff. And then you see a clown for the first time. That's the one that you have to like say, all right, she's probably seen clowns multiple times. She's seen bloody things multiple times and all this stuff. So like to her, it's like, all right, whatever. She's a pro.
This is a Tuesday.
Yeah. When it's a random thing, you don't want to see it.
Yeah, but when that clown, that's the one that sways a lot, and when she turns it back on, it starts moving.
Yeah.
And then when we see her walk away, and then the camera cuts back, and it's fully gone, you're like, oh, shit, dude, wow.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. But, man, her husband, when she finally picks up, but, man, dude, what a douche. Like, on the phone when he's like, oh, yeah, so you get people drunk? I'm sorry. I got this deadline. I'm trying to think what he did. He did.
Wait, this is the guy at the office?
Tom, yeah, her ex-husband.
Yeah, but he's at
the not ex, yeah, because she won't sign the papers.
Well, yeah, but he's at the office. I guess apparently alone. There's every light is off on that floor. Like, First of all, I mean, I've worked late at an office like in a building before. It's definitely creepy, when you're in a building, but. There's no way I would work with just one light and the rest of the floor all out. Like, it's like when I go in like a basement at night, I hate, when it's nighttime, I don't like going in the basement,
Me neither.
Yeah.
Still, as an adult, I
That's
run
what I'm
up
saying.
the stairs.
So especially with the light off. So can you imagine, like, again, working in an empty office, and that was a pretty big office because clearly he had enough time to run around and, whatever. Like, why were all the lights off?
Yeah. Hell no. I would have every single light on. Mm-hmm. But the fact that there's no cameras and like he wasn't mentioned again.
Yeah.
But we're not at his death yet. But now we get to when she talks to the bartender.
At the bar.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she was like, oh, did you know Bobby? And he was like, oh, we went to the same school, but he was a lot older. And then he like seems like he's shook about the news. And this is when we find out she's like a full-blown drunk when she's just sitting in like I don't know what that is. The walk-in for
I didn't even realize that she worked there at first. I thought she was just going there to drink, like because she was sitting.
She owns it?
She was sitting at the bar when she in that scene.
Yeah.
So I thought she was just but again, did she mention Bobby's last name or just Bobby first name?
No, she said the last name.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And then we find out that there's like, they're family friends. They're basically like their parents were like best friends, and so they grew up together, and so they shared that secret of their ancestors were in that car that killed that girl.
So in all these movies, there's always secrets that are withheld from other family members.
So she's at the
bar. She's at the bar.
She's at the bar. She's drinking in the back room. She has another dream. She goes to that house again, And while she's in that house, she gets hiding in that closet. And again, the clown's in there. The clowns are in this movie a lot.
So we had a little break. I was able to look up, and there's only one clown.
I just showed you pictures of 2 clowns.
Well, according to Copilot, there's only one entity that is a clown. He might use a different like outfit or whatever, but it's the same.
Really?
It's the same clown though. It's the same.
He's like splitting himself because he's at the end of the movie. He's tied to a chair at one point, and then he's following them in a hallway.
Do you ever see both clowns together at the same time, like Clark Kent and Superman?
I don't.
Okay. So if you saw both the clowns in one room, then fine.
Well, you know what? You have to watch it again. You can tell me.
No, I'm not watching it.
You can't believe AI. AI is not 100%.
Okay. Egan is gonna. You know what Egan's gonna say? He's gonna say same clown, same entity, but different clown forms. But at the same tip. So
judges.
So the answer is though,
count?
does that count as different clowns, or is it like one clown? Because it's really, I don't know. I still think it's only one clown, but we'll get there.
I'll die on that hill. One clown. One clown hill.
Okay.
So now we have, what was weird too? Like one part that was wild. So we get her, she's at the girl's funeral again. We're getting that whole thing repeated. And the girl turns to her and says, they're coming for you and they won't miss you again. And then we do like a cut to these girls that have camcorders that are acting like they're ghost hunters. And then she wakes up and it's like, wait, so is she dead already? Yeah.
They don't explain any of that. Does she ever get the red ball?
She does at the end.
Oh, but that's the only time. So, but the clown. So is the clown like the Grim Reaper? Like when you start seeing him, like your death is near kind of thing?
You gotta watch out. If you get a red ball, you're dead. Could you imagine if that's the way it was? Oh, fuck, really? The red ball? I just retired last week.
Well, again, I wish they would explain the red ball. It makes no sense. So I'm gonna ask my friend chat later. We'll find out.
If it is who is the clown nose? And it was like,
See, that would be funny. So, but, well, he doesn't have a clown nose in this one.
He doesn't
have a clown nose. Yeah.
No.
So he's not the most, like, in the past, you've always seen like the clown with the white face, the red, makeup. But lately, you see a lot more clowns that are black and white.
Yeah. Kind of like Puddles, Puddles Pity's Party, right?
Oh my God.
Does he have a nose? No.
Wait, is it the Puddles, the opera guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't. He doesn't have a nose. He's painted black and white. Like
he's doing good, man. He's opening up for Weird Al every year. Yeah.
Is he really?
On tour, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
He was great on AGC. He was good.
Yeah, all right.
So now we get, this is where we kind of find out about so this is where we figure out about the red ball. We hear about that, right? Because this is when the girl, Alicia, goes to the bar and she's talking to her and then she has all the photos.
Yeah.
And she shows a picture of the girl from her dream. She doesn't open up her mouth at all. And then she tells a story about, all the people in that truck that killed Margaret eventually died that were connected to it. The clown's now killing people in the truck's entire lineage.
Did they say why the crash happened? Like, I don't remember. Like,
no, nothing about them being drunk. I would assume it's that, right?
So they didn't explain anything. Okay.
But they should have given us a flashback of that. Show the 5 of them leave a bar, hammered.
So the one girl was driving by herself, and then this van had a bunch of people that were connected somehow in the other van?
Yep.
Oh,
well, they weren't all connected somehow. They could have just been like 5 friends.
Yeah, but so the grandfather was one of them? So the grandfather was one of them?
Yeah.
He hung out with them?
Yeah, they chilled.
Okay.
They shot pool.
So back to this clown thing. What do you think it is? Like, clowns are supposed to be, happy, like funny, like make you laugh kind of thing. What do you think? I wonder where the first like creepy clown came from.
Well, like, I don't know the first creepy clown, because obviously I'm sure there was something far, far before.
I mean, I know Poltergeist had the clown.
Yeah, that's true. But clowns always, it's like comedians, right? They say comedians are the people that have like the most scars emotionally so they can give it out. Like, think about what a clown is.
No.
You're just hourly trying to make other people happy. That's all you do, and it's nothing
Well,
for you, like a comedian.
Do you think it started with Gain?
With who?
What's his name? The murderer. Ed Gain? No, is it Ed Gain?
Oh no, Gacy. Gacy was the clown.
Yeah, Gacy.
So maybe.
Were there creepy clowns? Like, I'm just curious where the creepy clown came from when it originally started as making you laugh kind of clown, and now it's like, anytime you see a clown, I think you almost assume it's creepy before you want to laugh at it.
Yeah, no, it's like taking something that is so innocent, like you're talking about,
yeah,
and making it just scares the shit out of you. Like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. You're just like, oh my God, these things are so happy and friendly. And it's like, it's about to bite the kid's head off.
Well, if you think about it, I would say in the last 20 years, if there was a clown in a movie, it was something negative. It was never, whether it was Shakes the Clown, who was a drunk clown who was robbing banks, or it was something else. Like, it was always just a creepy or something clown. There's no good clowns.
There's a lot of clown horror movies. Like, besides Art, I remember watching one that, man, I know you won't know the name of it, but the clown shows up to the birthday party. They're treating him like crap. He slips in the kitchen and there's a steak knife sticking out from the dishwasher and it goes through his head and he dies. And then he comes back and kills the people that are connected to that party. I forget what the guy's name was, but no, clowns are just so creepy because they're not supposed to speak. It's like a mime. Like, why has there not been like a mime horror movie, right?
Well, well, in a way there is. I don't think like Art the Clown speaks.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. He's he's like a mime clown.
But you know what it is? I think because clowns are slapstick, like violence kind of thing. They're always like hitting each other, they're rolling around, like, they're doing silly, like Tom and Jerry kind of like Bugs Bunny kind of violence. So maybe they just, add the violence now to something, to a bigger creepy factor. I don't know. I was just curious, like where this started from.
Yeah, I think the earliest one I can think of is like Poltergeist.
That's what I'm saying. And that wasn't even a real clown.
Yeah. That was just Michael Grace, man. What a great interview. One of the best.
Yep.
So now we get the red coat chick. I forget her name. What was her name? I wrote it later. But she has like a list and one of the names on there. Oh, these are the names of the 5 people who are in the car. And she's like, oh, that's my husband's last name. Oh no. And then she's trying to get in touch with him. And that's something, dude.
So because she's related to him being married, does the entity want to kill every single person in the family with that last name? Like even like the aunts and uncles and
I don't think everybody that's below him, right? I don't know.
I mean, it seems like a lot of work.
These clowns, what else are they doing?
Well, not these clowns. There's only one clown.
Oh my gosh. These clown bodies. Multiple clown. One clown, 2 bodies.
Well,
2 outfits.
So because it feels kind of odd that the clown is taking it out on Vanessa, who's not even blood related, but the rest of the family members, they're not concerned with.
Yeah, Tom didn't have dreams, right? Because wouldn't he not have been like, "Oh, you're crazy,
right? We're
getting divorced." And meanwhile, he's definitely banging the secretary, right?
Oh, well, that's without a doubt.
The way he's like tapping her butt, like,
oh my gosh. Well, the way he's tapping her butt, one butt tap is enough. So, but so you know what? How come? So they should have explained that. How come he didn't have anything, issues going on? He wasn't crazy. He didn't see anything, but his wife, who's not related, does. What's special about her?
Well, again, she was at the Carmichael house, so that's the only thing. That's the special thing about her. But it does make, I guess only her and Bobby are seeing the visions that we know about. We don't know if the other people. I guess that drunk guy at the county fair in the beginning, but one callback to that beginning was, remember Tom was being a real dick on the phone, and he's like, oh, sorry, the townspeople, everybody here, they want to bring back the county fair.
Well, they do mention Rockland County a few times.
They do, yeah.
Props to Rockland County.
The guy whoever wrote this has to be from there.
Oh, I would think.
To make up a fake town and use that area.
Which makes no sense unless, are you in movies, are you allowed to use real town names, or do you have to pay?
I'm sure there has to be something, right?
Because there's plenty of counties in New York that do have fairs. So like, why wouldn't you like, unless you just can't use the name of it, or like, I would be curious, like, are you like, do movies, if they're going to mention, obviously with music, you have to pay. So I wonder if you mention a town, like an actual town, like does the town get money for using their name? Like, do you have to
I don't know, maybe the town was, I don't know. That's a good question. Because maybe like, oh, we don't want to have this, one of those, you guys are pretending that some of these houses are haunted in this town. We don't want to hear that.
We don't want any bad press on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll let you film for free for one day to save you some money. Just don't use a real name. Abaddon, that sounds stupid. Let's use that.
We have to look that up. You got to figure that out. I'm curious.
But so now we have, so he has the meeting about going back to the fair. How about when she's closing up the bar? Again, no one's there. She's moving. She like walks, and then somebody randomly appears, and we just have this woman that's just bleeding and just bloody. Ugh.
Should she be running a bar in the condition she's at?
No.
She's in? Like, you know, like I feel like she's
the only other employee. There's no one else.
I mean, you really don't need 2 employees there. I mean, that's
so
you know,
funny.
but I mean, like she's a danger to anybody she's in contact with, because she's not living in a real world. Because she can't distinguish the difference between what's right, you know, what's real and what's not. She's seeing these visions, it's affecting her and everything she does. I mean, she's just like, you know, like she's become an alcoholic because of all this. Like, she really, like, she almost needs to be at a hospital.
She should. She padded walls. She needs that.
Well, she needs a real therapist is what she needs.
This lady has no license. She's faking. She's like, I put the sign up. They came. They never asked to see my license. I just said, tell me more. Okay, that'll be $175. I'll see you next week. But yeah, no, insane, dude. And then the employee walks in, catches her screaming. He goes, hey, you have to tell me. We have to talk about it. And it's like, okay, if he knows something. He's sort of involved. He's like, you have to talk about it. Then we got to Tom working late. Red ball bounces into the room. And his was crazy too, man, because that clown, just hearing the creak and... But
the clown moved like Jason. Like, he wasn't running or anything.
He was not.
So, I mean, but yeah, I mean, just... And again, you're in an office building. How about run to the exit? Like, he runs everywhere.
He tried to do where he tried to go to one, but it was locked. So somebody's locking where these people might. They're planning this clown by himself. He's planning it pretty good. How do you lock the back door? There's only one clown. He locked the back door at the game.
At the back door in the game, he put down walls in the game.
I know, but he put down the walls, but the back door was open because the guy opened that door before.
Okay, first of all, I don't think there's a door in those games anyway, so I don't know what that.
There's a little hinge on the back. So it doesn't sway open.
Okay. All right. Well,
but yeah, so he gets that red ball, and when he's trying to get away, he's like, oh no, and he runs down that thing, and he's trying to like put his head through a little bit, and then you see the clown behind him, and he's done.
That, I mean, again, seeing, I mean, you know, a movie, I mean, going into this movie, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it'd be like a gory movie, scary movie. You know, this is a very different type of horror movie than I'm used to. I don't watch these kind of horror movies. But there really wasn't any scare factors in this movie at all. Like, it didn't seem like
there was no jump scares or anything.
No, I mean, even the clown like appearing behind him, like it was cool because you know they faded to his face a lot of times, but like nothing like, but it didn't jump like immediately. It should have like somehow jumped at the guy, or like I did some kind of action move, and it was always just standing in the background. Like, you never see, except for the one scene, you don't see any action, you know, to make it scary. You know, and like, again, a movie like, and I don't know if it's because it's the fifth one, and usually fifth ones in series, you know, franchises stink. But, you know, I mean, this wasn't Jason Goes to Hell, was it?
No, Jason Goes to Hell. That's number 9, man.
Oh, then what was fifth? It wasn't
fifth
the ambulance.
Is A New Beginning.
Oh, it's the ambulance
driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awful. Right. Okay. So, and did Halloween have an awful fifth one?
That's the really bad one where it has the sound effects for the cops.
Did we see that one?
We covered that one.
Oh, I don't remember. All right. I thought we did the season of Witch too, right?
We did that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we only have 2 left and a couple of those. We got to try to get some more of them in. But this clown's everywhere and nobody's like questioning it because then when Vanessa goes to the drive-in, she gets the popcorn from her friend and she goes, hey, go watch the movie. And then we see the funhouse mirror reflection and the clown's at the drive-in.
Well, so she goes to her friend who knows that she's having these psychotic episodes. She's very frantic when she sees her at the drive-in. Do you think, and she literally said, again, we mentioned this before, she says, I don't want to be alone right now or something. I need to be around people. What was she thinking by sending her alone to the car? Like, why? Like, if you saw a friend like that, like realizing, like, all right, she's not in the right space right now.
She's
like,
not well. Here, have these Mike and Ike's and tranquilizers.
But and then send you on her way. Like, will you be like, all right, you know what? Wouldn't she go to a boss and say, hey, I need a timeout. I need like a break. Let me just, make sure she's okay and, walk her to the car, sit in the car a little bit and just talk it out and then go back to work. Like, I'm sure you could take a break. No, she sent her on her own.
Her boss, remember the way her boss looked at her? Like, she's like, oh my God, it's that crazy friend you're talking about.
Well, of course. How about the fact that her car was parked, like she got there to talk to her friend, but it was already parked in the lot to watch the movie?
Yeah, she probably parked there and then walked in and got her snacks.
No, she didn't. There's no way she's going to find a spot right there, right when, the movie's already started.
She's good. Her friend saved it for her. She said, hey, my crazy friend who sees clowns. Can you guys save this for her? Oh, yeah, sure.
And you're in her mind. She's, obviously going crazy. You think you could sit down and watch a movie? Like, with the way you're feeling, like, that's almost like the last thing I would want, to deal with.
What was it, like an old sci-fi movie or something?
Yeah.
Or cop cars flying around? It would look like stock footage, like a really old type of
So does
flick.
this movie, does this movie take place in present day? Or
this movie, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
then this scene was cool too, man. When she falls asleep at the drive-in and the movie changes and it cuts to a clown coming out of the cornfield and we see the family's all murdered. And then we hear, he's behind you, Vanessa. And then he's in the car. She jumps out. She's like screaming. I love the guys that are coming. Hey, there's somebody in here. There's somebody. Hey, let's keep looking. And they're running around.
Well, so first of all, this movie does have, like, I think it takes a lot from Nightmare on Elm Street. It has a lot of, like, similarities with her. Yeah. But how come she's able, like, does the clown want to kill her? Or, okay, so she literally gets away from the clown very easily multiple times. Why is she able to get away so easily, yet everybody else gets trapped and the clown kills them?
Yeah, I think, again, maybe it's the factor of the Carmichael house, whatever happened there, and they want to torture her. Because I don't know, why wouldn't they kill her, right?
Now, it's not like she's like, honestly, like, it's not like she's being chased and she's like outmaneuvering them. She literally just, every time she sees the clown, she just turns around and goes the opposite direction. That's all she does.
She gets close enough first.
But then turns around and goes the opposite direction. That's all she does. But, like, how about give us something like, why is she immune? Why is she seeing these things? Why, just because she was at the Carmichael or whatever hotel, that's the only reason? Like, what from there affected her that she was able to see in the past, not be affected by these? Like, there's no explanation.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just not giving much.
Okay.
Yeah,
much. They're not giving anything. Forget much.
But you know who's giving? That roommate. That sweet roommate. After all this stuff making her look crazy, she's like, I'm going to make you some calming tea. And then Vanessa had some vodka to her. And I'm like, oh my God.
She pulls it out right out of her purse. Like that. Yeah. Insane.
She's like, I hope you don't die. One line she said, like, something, I hope your friend doesn't die or something.
Well, she goes, this tea will work or something like that. And then when she takes the vodka out, she's like, oh, or that can work.
Yeah. Or that could work too. And then it seems really late right now, right? Because the drive-in, obviously, this movie's taking place in the fall, but it doesn't seem like it's super cold. So let's say it's 6, 7. They see the movie. So this, the red jacket chick, who's kind of like she's like the badass friend.
Yeah.
Even though she's not like friendly with Vanessa, she goes to see the priest because she wants to cleanse the Carmichael house and she needs help.
Why is she so invested in it? I mean, I know she's writing a
in
story.
The house too.
I thought she was writing a story. Wasn't she?
No, I think she's just trying. I think she is a reporter,
right?
But she's just trying to get more information on how to solve this and save them.
Oh, I thought she was. But why does she care? Like, I thought she was writing.
Because she was in the house too. She was there too.
But she's not getting the visions, is she?
No, she's not.
Right.
For some reason, she's not.
Which, again, they don't explain that either. So, but I thought she was doing all this for the story, not because, like, what does she really care about, Vanessa that much that she's trying to save them? Like, that doesn't make sense. I think she's doing it for the story.
Well, maybe. I'm sure Gail Weathers, right? Gail Weathers did care, but she cared about the story and her books.
Well, she didn't really. I don't think she really cared.
About Dewey? She cared about Dewey. They were married.
Yeah, but okay, maybe Dewey. But she didn't care about Sydney or anyone else. She just wanted the story every time.
She got to get the hard copy or whatever I forget what her thing was. But,
did she ever die? Is she still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
So now I love the priest in this movie is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
So he goes, "You want to exorcise the Carmichael? Holy shit." I'm like, whoa, like hearing this from this like sort of cool priest who drives a ginormous Ram truck.
So why wouldn't the priest all this time want to go there and exercise knowing that there's demons there? If
I think he's scared of it. Maybe not all priests are like that. I went to my local priest.
Wait a second.
And said, "Hey, can you exercise my attic?"
Well, a couple things. First of all, I don't think every priest is skilled enough or has enough, the background to do exorcism.
That's what I mean. Maybe he doesn't want to use those skills anymore.
Okay, but he's not scared because I mean, when he's in that when he's in the house, he's walking around fine. She's the one that's like all over the place. He seems very confident and comfortable throughout. So
yeah.
But I'm just surprised. Like
worked out well for him.
Well, I think Vanessa's really the only one that made it, right?
Yeah.
Well, considering there's only like 6 people in the movie anyway, so
oh man. But then this is when Vanessa has another dream, and I wrote down, I guess, different outfit clown. The clown changes outfit. Because I wrote a different clown came into Vanessa's dream, and then I'm like, then Vanessa has the ball in her room.
That's the first time she sees the ball, right?
That's when she gets the ball, yeah. And then we go back to the priest who's like, I have zero interest doing this. And then the girl's basically like, she throws some like Bible verse at him or some quote. And she throws a time at him like, well, you know what? I'm going to be there tomorrow at 3 p.m. without you or not. I'm like, oh. Okay.
Now, do you think she was calling his bluff? Like, do you think she would have went in if he wasn't there?
Well, she was there already, remember? She was there with the other guy already.
Oh, but yeah,
she was prepared to go in.
You're right. Yeah, but okay. But she didn't go in.
No, she didn't, but she said it's 3 o'clock.
I know.
You know what? I guess he's not showing and they were getting ready to go.
But do you think like she was with the other guy were like, all right, we're going to go in now. Are you sure you want to go in? Kind of thing. Like, I can't imagine her, the way she acted the rest of the movie. I mean, which is very normal for anyone to act like that. Yeah. I can't imagine her unless she really didn't believe it was haunted.
I think she definitely believed it.
Okay, so then why would she put herself there? Like, okay, if you're gonna have the priest there and he decides to go in there, why do you have to be there? You don't have any skill.
I know. I'd be like, I'm good. You go in, right?
You're the professional. You go in. I don't need to be in there.
Do you notice the guy that showed the house to her, like, was like, oh, I'm gonna let you in? Oh. That's the guy who was in like all those flashback scenes and that end scene with the boy that was in the family. Which was very weird because he looked the same. So I don't know if he's a time traveler.
Was he a ghost? Like maybe he wasn't really talking. Like like it's one of those things where like he really wasn't like there talking to her, and it just made it look like that he was showing the house.
That could be it. Maybe.
Yeah, because why would they explain that?
Yeah, no. A lot of fill in the blanks yourself, or maybe I don't think all the other movies would have answered it. I think it's a lot of stuff they just put in. But
is there another one after this one?
No, this just came out last year.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure there's another one.
Wait, was this in the theaters?
No, it was a Shudder movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, that explains. Okay.
So Vanessa is at the bar. She's looking at her phone. No answer from Tom yet. But I'm like, I mentioned this earlier, but nobody contacted her. Now it's like he leaves in the middle of the night. I'm sure he didn't lock up. Everything was on. And I'm like, there's no cameras at this office. It's like a government office.
Yeah, you would think.
I think there have to be. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
But when Vanessa doesn't, Alicia's the girl's name, the girl that's going to do the exorcism. When she has like all those photos that she was able to get, and she's showing Vanessa not one time says like, oh yeah, that clown, oh, he was in my dream. She didn't say any of that. I don't understand why.
But was the clown in her dream?
Yes. She saw him in the closet. She saw him in the closet,
okay, you're right,
and she saw him in public.
You're right.
Wouldn't that be even more? Oh, I saw this clown on display somewhere.
Yeah, that's she should have looked surprised. Like, I can't believe that's the clown in the picture. I see him every day on my walk when I go to, leave my house. I do it for my little walk. I see the clown standing by his garage.
He's always peeping,
and he's like at the garage, like at his like garage. Like, whose house is that? Like when is it the clown's house?
Some neighbor. It's like he's part of the Halloween decorations, which there's not that many other ones. But he's like,
but it's not like you would think. Like, if the entity is being a clown, like you'd be on the sidewalk. Like, he's literally like a neighbor that's waving if you're walking in your neighborhood and you're walking a dog and he's just waiting. Like, that's where he was, because he was up the driveway.
Yeah.
So why was he up the driveway? Like, it really is. Like, I mean, is that where he lives? Like, why'd he pick that house?
That's his house. Yeah, there's like those big hedges, and he was like at the end of them. Hey, neighbor.
Imagine he had hedge clippers. And he just.
Yeah. I thought that this movie was gonna go that way, with a couple of those deaths. Like that first one when he came behind the guy at the carnival, I was expecting like almost like head ripping off.
We saw nothing. So
no, we did not. But so now Alicia, she's going over to the Carmichael house, and the priest shows up last minute, and this is when Vanessa, at the same time, the bartender says, hey, can we talk? And then he breaks everything down. Hey, he was my neighbor. And then it was a cool back and forth, because we're getting this reveal on the one side. And then the other part, you're talking about like her, like she didn't seem like too scared. She opens up the closet, clown. And she's like, this is, if this is going to be what, I forgot what her line was. If this is going to be the scariest thing, today's going to be pretty easy. It's like, wow, you're in the house for like seconds, but that clown and the other clown, not your clown, those are like the decorations.
You mean the same clown?
Well, no, the decorations are two separate decorations.
I know, but they're based on the clown.
So the clown's copying two decorations, I guess?
That's his. He's very
morphin' time. Morph into clown 2.
He's a narcissist. Everything's about him.
Yeah,
so he has his own. He has models of himself. Like background, and that's it.
But dude, that clown, when she opens that closet door and she's like, and they're like, oh, just forget it. That's when I realized, like, why wouldn't they like kick? Why wouldn't they not only, I would say kick, but why not close the door? Because then you would hear it, or put a chair up.
That's not normal to have a clown in a closet.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's so weird. Like,
and then a second later, turn a corner, and now we get a clown tied up in a chair in a hallway.
Is she
freaking just ignoring?
I was gonna say, she's not freaking out yet.
Yeah, no. And then the guy, even when we get to points that is freaking out, he was like, just don't look at it.
When the guy with the face that was like burnt, was that Bobby? Was that Bobby that they saw in
maybe.
Okay, so when his face is all melting or whatever it was, the priest is like, yeah, just ignore it. How do you ignore something like that? Like, you can't. It's like, again, like, you're driving in the highway and you see a car. Everybody does. What did everybody do?
You look over. You remember now.
It's almost impossible to ignore. If you see that, like, I dare someone to drive in a highway and just keep looking straight. Don't turn your head when you see like a car accident. Because everybody does that, rubbernecking, whatever. So you're gonna tell me you see a guy's half-eaten face and you just ignore it, pretend you didn't see that?
Yeah,
that's something. That's gonna be with you like every day the rest of your life.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
How about, I love when they hear somebody enter the house.
I wrote
love
the
that.
same thing down, and I wanted to discuss this. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
But when somebody enters the house, you hear like crying and moaning, and then it gets really quiet, and then that's when right behind them is when we see like the woman bloody in the bed.
I thought you were going somewhere else. So
No, what?
I was gonna say, like, I love in these movies when they hear a noise like that, and then someone yells, "Show yourself!" so you're gonna tell, like, if it was the clown, like he's gonna say, "All right, you got me," and he's gonna come
here.
I mean, because they do that in every movie, right? They always yell, like, "Show yourself." Does anyone ever show themselves?
Oh my God, dude! If I ran out of that line, like if I looked at my back door because I thought I saw something, I would just be like, "Just get out of here!" Not hey,
show yourself.
Show yourself. I want to see you.
But if you're like a killer or something, the last thing you want to do is show yourself. Exactly. I want to see him. Like I said, I want to see a movie where like there's a killer hiding, and they say that, and he comes out and he goes, "All right, you got me. All right, I'm out. Here I am.
Cuff me.
All right, forget it. Didn't work. It's show yourself."
And it's like, show yourself. It's like, oh, great. Now the killer has a reason to kill you because you can identify them.
Yeah, that I don't think. I wonder if they really say that in movies. I mean, in real life, like
well, I don't know. I know there's a lot of people you can interview afterwards about seeing a killer.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
What were your last words? Show yourself.
I feel
he
like
did all right.
I feel like this house, they made it like almost like a very like a haunted house on Halloween, like a walkthrough, because like every room was something different, and nothing dangerous yet, but it was like each room had a different scene, something else going on. It was like it felt like a haunted house, like that you pay money for.
Getting grosser and grosser.
Oh, what? Well, that
like really, that was all, dude. And then at the same time, like just to keep doing that back and forth, Vanessa's talking to the bartender, and he's talking about, I've been getting all the phone calls every day, and when I looked him up, it was from the Carmichael house, and the numbers that obviously disconnected. And it's like, oh. And then at the same time, dude, when Alicia goes into the room and the girls FaceTime the video chat, that was really amazing. And she's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna die soon." She goes, "I hope to die at the Carmichael soon too." That was pretty creepy.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
and
I
again,
don't know.
Good effect. Like you do what you have with the money and the resources that you have, because they do like the girl's head snap back, but it's out of focus, so it's like it does still look really creepy because we can make it out, but they probably didn't have to do great with the work.
Well, I think what, again, probably most of the budget went to, the two kill scenes
the
that we saw.
priest truck.
I would say just and that, but I mean, like, we didn't really see much throughout the whole movie. So, like what the budget, like what were they really spending on? The 6 actors, there's like 3 rooms, the bar, the psychiatrist's office, and, her house. There's no others. And then just walking around outside,
Yep.
And even the movie theater scene, that could have been in someone's, front yard. We wouldn't even know, right? Because I don't think we saw any other cars when she was there. I think she was
they were like really far away. There was like one, because the people were like looking at her.
Yeah.
She was like screaming on the ground.
But you're at this house, you see this guy's, mashed in face. You see these other things. At what point do you say, you know what? I'm getting the hell out of here. Like, I mean, like,
or the priest volunteer, like, hey, Alicia, save yourself.
Well, that, or how about the fact that why hasn't the priest started yet? Like, I mean, like, he's in there. How many rooms do you have to see before you're like, all right, you know what? Now I think it's time to start the exorcism. Like, why?
It's like a feng shui thing, because he does say, like, this is the room we're going to use, right? Doesn't he get to the farthest room in the house?
Yeah.
This is a good one.
So dumb.
Farthest from our exit. But one thing, is there ever a rule about like ghosts? Like if you don't engage with them, they can't do anything to you?
Who said that?
The priest does. He says, don't engage.
So you're talking about it's like a vampire. If you don't invite him into your house, he can't go in?
I don't know. I was trying to think of like Freddy. You mentioned like Nightmare on Elm Street before. It's like if you don't believe in him, he can't affect you because you're in the dream world. In this, it's like when he said that, I'm like, Is that true? Because when they are doing good and ignoring everything, nothing's happening to them for a while, right? It's not like those other things didn't want to kill them. Maybe they just weren't engaging for them.
Well, they were
to be able
messing.
to
They
kill
were
them.
definitely messing with her mind first.
Yeah, they were.
you know?
Yeah.
But I don't think that's true about Freddy, because how would they get into the original dream if they didn't even know who he was?
No, but if they don't get, what do they do in all the movies? Isn't it like they don't give him power? I don't believe in you, Freddy. You're not scary anymore. And that like makes him like weaker.
Yeah, but then but I'm saying, how does he first enter someone's dream when they don't even know who he is? Which means if they don't know who he is, they can't believe in him.
Well, that's the whole like Freddy's Dead movie. That was the whole movie they were going to have, and that he was like gone. But what I'm saying in this one, it's like the rule of ghosts, if you don't like pay attention to them, even if you see them, they just go away.
Beetlejuice kind of does that, right? I mean,
yeah,
like
but it doesn't work with this priest, obviously, because they kill them after a while, right? It's not like it doesn't. It just
maybe the ghosts are just playing with them right before they eat, right?
Oh,
so it's like they're playing with the
jokes.
food, right? Because I mean, like, because literally, like, it looks like I said, it's a haunted house. You know, each room is something creepier and creepier and more gross, and so like it's like messing with them, and then knows that like maybe it's drawing the priest to that last room where everything's gonna happen.
Perfect. Yeah, the ghosts know like this is the room we're gonna murder him in.
Well, that's
Let's
the
let
whole
them
base.
get through everything else.
Well, I would assume if there's an entity, there's got to be like a starting point, like a point, like Poltergeist had that one room, and everything got sucked in there, and like I wonder if like in this, like that room is where the entity had
the most power,
or where it originated from or whatever, and so that's why the killing had to be there.
He barely got to start this whole thing.
Yeah, he barely did anything.
He should have done it when he was walking.
He waited. Okay, the minute you see the guy's half-eaten face, that should have told you. You know what? I think we got to start here.
Yeah, let's get the holy water out. Let's try something. Like do something.
Yeah.
But now we find out the bartender, he has the red ball. So does Vanessa. And then he spills the beans about him and Bobby being neighbors growing up. And my grandfather was in that truck. So Vanessa talks about her, what she's seen. And, but when from there, when we get this kid being like, I don't want to be killed, I want to kill myself, that came out of nowhere.
I didn't think he was actually going to do it. I thought she was going to stop him just in time or something, or talk him out of it. Like the fact that he actually did it, I was very surprised.
Yeah,
that was
dude.
And he tells her turn around, like man, like yeah.
And we get like from here is where we get a lot of the more dream sequences. They're like kind of like we get a part of one, then we get the part plus another part. But because when she falls on the ground, then she wakes up and she finds someone like rummaging through her car at the Carmichael in like in a ski mask. They run, or hoodie runs away. Then she wakes up again, and I'm like, oh my God, maybe none of that happened. Nope, she's right next to his dead body.
That's what I mean. Like she's in these, and then she's by this house where the couple were arguing, or whoever that was, like on that front porch. Like,
oh yeah,
like so, like why is she seeing these things, and why they like? Why is she able to? Like again, there's no. I need explanations. I need.
Yeah, she must just be from the other movies connected to all of them, and then we find out like when they pan out the camera, he killed himself in the exact spot where the Abaddon Hotel, I guess, burnt down.
Well, I wonder if she had any visions in the last movie, like because I can't. I find it hard to believe that she just now is starting to have visions, and not,
I would hope she had visions, because then that'd be pretty dumb.
All right, we need some backstory on the previous one. So.
May I have to cover a previous one?
Oh, please.
So
I put this up there with Mirror, Mirror.
Oh, man. Classic. Killer Mirror. Oh, man, that was such a good movie. That Mirror, Mirror, that scene, good in the sense of how wild it was when that guy shoots the guy in the...
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
That is a top 3 worst movie we've ever watched. I mean, it's up there. Good. So, okay.
Worth it. So now Vanessa's back at the bar, and it looks like somebody was already there. There's a box with her name on it. It has a note in there from like 2009.
Who put that there?
Well, we know who it is. The guy that we see at the end.
At the end? That's who. So why is he hiding all this time?
Mitchell, who might be related to her because...
No, it's their brother.
Oh, it is? Yeah, that's okay. So it is definitely.
Because she thought his brother was dead. So that's like the big twist.
Yeah.
But I like, so like, why is he playing games with her? Like, why can't he just say, hey, Vanessa, I'm back. Here's a box of all this stuff. And like, no, you got to play games. You got to lure. Like, or is he dead and she just seeing his ghost at this point? Like, no explanation.
Yeah. He was in the movie in 2018. That was like the last. It was like, oh, was he in other movies?
So he was, that was his last movie?
I believe so.
So then so this is his last
He's been
movie.
gone for a while.
Oh, and then he came back into this, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe he did die in the movie and they're like, we got to bring him back.
You know what? We got to find out if
if
he's in any other sequels because he's probably easy to get.
Mitchell. He might be listening. So now the priest and Alicia, they find their spot we kind of talked about in the casket. Another casket just sitting there. And then when it starts like opening and when we see like the hand and we hear like sound effects of something burning. And dude, that shit was wild. Alicia wouldn't open her mouth. Why?
Because she's in shock.
But tap the guy. The priest is starting his thing. And
she's in shock. But I mean, think about Abbott and Costello. Every time he saw like something move, like he couldn't like. So I would assume if you're like, again,
smack him.
I feel like even if you're in shock, you're able to scream. Like if you see something like this, I don't like your voice really goes and you can't say anything. Like I find that hard to believe in real life. I mean, if something like this happens, like if someone saw someone coming out of a coffin. Like, are they really going to be able just to be silent? Like, they can't get the words out? Like, yeah. Now,
the makeup on the girl was really good. That was pretty good.
But, so is that the clown? Is that the entity now just taking a different form?
What do you mean, as the dead body?
Yeah.
I don't, is that what that is? Or
I don't know.
It's creating that vision of that girl. I don't know. I guess.
Are these like his minions?
Maybe it's his minions. I don't know.
Okay.
Is it one guy doing all this work?
It's a lot of work.
It is,
especially if they're going to be going after every family member. This is takes a lot of time. Yeah, he's not going to get done in a year. He's not
going to be able to take no vacations this year. We're not going to Boca. So now Vanessa, meanwhile she's trying to figure out the numbers, and she looks at the back of the letters and see they kind of line up. And dude, then we cut back and it's like super quick. The friggin' priest's throat gets ripped out. Like in Dalton does people in Roadhouse, man. Oh my God.
Well, I thought it got slit or it got ripped out.
No, it was like
did her throat get slit maybe? Was it hers that got slit? How'd she die?
Her throat got slit, right? We saw it happen real quick and they cut away.
Yeah.
She was like going towards the window.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but dude, that was wild. Insane. Okay.
So
the clown killed her.
Yep.
So the clown that they left her, I wrote the clown that they left alone and forgot about killed her. Shocking.
Well, and
nobody did anything about it.
And apparently his exorcism didn't work.
No, it did not work at all.
So, okay.
But somehow the bartender's back from the dead already because he shows up at the bar and he's talking to Vanessa.
But doesn't he have isn't he bleeding, or isn't he bleeding?
Well, he's dead. No, he's all pale. Well, he might have blood on his head or something.
So she also now sees dead people in the current time. Okay, for no explanation of why she's able to. Okay, all right, that's great.
He even says a line like that. Oh, I guess I didn't make it.
Okay.
Oh no, he says I guess they didn't make it in time about the exorcism because I think maybe he was hoping that he would be saved.
Okay. All right, that's great.
Oh man. So now we get the line of the house isn't what is haunted. You've seen what's haunted. And I'm like, dude, do you remember the movie Insidious or whatever with Patrick Wilson?
I think I saw the first one, I think.
So that movie, they did I think it's in the second movie, you get, what's his name? Lin Shaye.
Is that the one where you see the camera view in the bedroom?
Maybe. There's that creepy creature.
I don't know.
That runs in the house. It's a pretty good movie. But anyway, that movie, they got to the second movie and they're like, shit, we gotta have a better idea. It just can't be like the house is haunted. It's like, it's the kid that's haunted. Like their son was haunted. I think that actually happens at the end of the first movie because they move in the movie, and
you know what? I think I think I saw that. I think they're like holding him at the end of the movie or something like that. Like they're trying to leave that.
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So then I did see this one. So yeah, okay.
Pretty wild. Like it was pretty creepy.
I remember, yeah.
But then we get the line like, "Oh, the house isn't what was haunted. You've seen it," and then it's like some other house with like this big black cross that we saw a couple times in flashbacks. So now she passes out again. She wakes up at the house, and in the house, you have that kid, the guy who showed the girl the house, the girl that for the exorcism, and he even reveals, they weren't able to do the exorcism.
Yep.
So somehow this boy, maybe he did die in 89 or whatever that accident was, stayed the same age because he looks the same. But they're going through that box full of clown stuff. There's clown shoes.
What is the fascination with clowns? Like, I want to know the prequel. I want to see the prequel of like the entity's first situation with a clown, and like why he loves clowns.
Situation,
but because I mean everything, but because they don't explain if the clown is the clown in all the movies, all 5 movies. I
would think so, right?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying
you can't just throw a clown in the second movie, right?
Why not? I'd be curious. I want to know what the backstory is with clowns with the Hell House. But I think a better thing that they should have said, like, it's not the house that's haunted, it's you. That would have, because she's clearly like
she's haunted.
Yeah, I think that would have been a better line.
Does the original movie have clowns? Hell House? No, it has clowns.
It does. Same clown or a different outfit?
Different clown.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
There's all different clowns in all the movies.
So when you say different clown, you mean like a different actor or like...
No, different looking. Makeup.
Really? So it's
very
not,
weird.
they're not
Why
black
would they change that?
Really?
Yeah, one has like blue eyeshadow. Like blue, like over here. Very weird.
Well,
but yes,
I'm assuming each movie probably took place in different decades, so he's just going with the times.
Different clown. Yeah, the 80s radical, like flock of seagulls haircut on there.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so now we find out, like, again, I didn't think she had a twin because the way they made it seem.
No, she said she mentioned it. She mentioned it.
No, she mentioned it because the guy said something, and she goes, that's when she's thinking in my head, like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
And then she like wakes up again from a dream. Same one, seeing the person rummage through her car, chases it down, and it's Mitchell.
But you just said that you didn't think she had a twin brother.
Well, no, I didn't know she had until this point, I didn't know a brother existed.
That's what I'm saying. She mentioned it early. Yeah, she mentioned it early that her brother died.
I don't remember her saying I had a brother.
Yeah, no,
because the way the guy says this, like, oh, that person has a...
No, she mentions it. I don't know if she mentioned it to the psychiatrist or she mentioned it to someone.
Okay.
But because that's the only thing I remember about this movie is that she mentioned...
You remember that?
Yeah, see, so she mentioned that she had a brother, but he died. So that's why, like, you know, when I immediately when I saw him at the end of the movie, I'm like, that's her brother? Like, so, yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, so then that's the end.
But the way they ended it was like they're missing a scene.
I know. They're setting up for another one.
No, yeah, I mean, I get that, but, like, it didn't seem like a setup for the next movie. It was, like, literally, it was, like, cut short. The way they did it, it was, like, they didn't do it like the, like the Freddy kind of thing. Like, you know, eyes open. And it was literally like, and she's looking at him more. I forget what she says, and then it stops. Like, I don't know. It just felt like it was cut short.
Yeah, it's a Shudder film, so maybe they were just like, people are
whoa. A shorter film?
No, Shudder.
Oh, I thought you said a shorter film. Okay.
The network, Shudder.
Okay, it's not a shorter film. They're probably like, you know what? The movie's an hour, 48 minutes. We can't show the end scene, so now we got to cut it.
Yeah, we'll cut the last 35 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
So people might be, now you understand it more.
So stupid.
But yeah, so that was Hell House Lineage. Jamie?
You know the answer. No way. There's nothing redeemable about this movie. There's no need to watch it. The only person that should be watching this is someone who is a Hell House fan and watched all of them. But I would assume this is probably the worst. I mean, if there's one that's worse than this one, then I'd be shocked because I would think like I gotta assume this didn't do well in Shudder, and like I don't think. I guess they can make a sixth one, but I would say only if you're a fan of the franchise, just because you have to. Like, if you're a fan of any franchise, you have to watch them all. Yeah. Although, I don't follow my own rule because I don't think I ever saw Police Academy in Moscow. So,
I never saw that.
See?
I can't.
I know. Well,
I can't do it.
We will.
Ugh. That one would hurt, I think.
It will.
Yeah, Hell House Lineage did go into the movie theaters.
Oh my gosh.
$650K worldwide.
Oh, massive.
But I don't know what the budget is. The budget must have been small, dude. This movie probably didn't make money.
No. Again, you have the horror fans, for them to make 5 of these, the horror fans are very loyal. Right. I think. And so I think no matter what, like, even if they came out with a 6th one and if the horror fans didn't like this one, they're still going to watch a 6th one.
Yeah.
So I think, horror is one of those genres that, they can always make money, especially I think when it's like video on demand or DVD, like, because they'll rewatch these movies over and over again. And I'm sure there's people that love Hell House, like the franchise. So I'm just not one.
This movie did not do good, like, box office wise, in the sense of obviously it was on Shudder. No, but just the way, like you look at a movie and it's like, if it can just stay and then even go back up, it's like, oh, word of mouth. Yeah. This movie opened up, it did $86K the first day, 57, 52, 57, 42. Gosh. Then the next, less than a week from when it opened, 2,000, 5,000.
Wow, nice.
And then at the very end on September 4th, $37. It was playing in it opened in 523 movie theaters. Then it dropped down to 387. Then after only 9 days, they only had it in 2.
That's embarrassing.
That's pretty crazy, dude.
That's embarrassing.
On the 10th day, we're going to give you just 2 theaters.
Oh, my gosh.
Damn, man.
That's awful.
They're probably, damn, we paid a lot of money for this movie not to get looks. But yeah, no, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Maybe that's why I did enjoy it a little bit more. But not in the sense, I was just like, I thought it was going to be horror. I thought it was going to be unwatchable. And I thought it was, I don't know.
I thought it was going to be gross and scary, and again, I don't like horror movies to begin with. And I thought it was going to be a movie that I really don't want to watch for that aspect, the gross and scary. And the fact that it wasn't either one of those made it even worse. Because and I'm shocked that it's an hour and 48 minutes. Like, a movie like this doesn't need to be that long. And, and maybe that's part of it, right? Like, who wants to sit in a theater for an hour and 48 minutes to watch, a movie like this? Maybe if it was shorter, an hour and 20 minutes, it might have brought more people in. So.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's it. So that was Hell House Lineage. Next up, pretty cool, a really fun interview that I was able to get from a guy that's connected us with folks, for like the last 4 or 5 years, really some cool people. And we're going to be covering Candyman Farewell to the Flesh. You can watch it on Tubi, Pluto. It's on all of them. This one, the Candyman arrives in New Orleans and sets his sights on a young woman whose family was ruined by the immortal killer years before. Tony Todd's in this.
What number is this? Because I've never seen any of the Candyman.
Number 2.
Oh, it's number 2?
Just, there might be some other ones that were like straight to VHS, but I just remember these 2. And then the newest one.
I've never watched any of them. So this is I'm going in blind. I'm not going to watch the first one. So.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it should be. It should be cool. And for it, I talked with an actor, one of those career actors, man. This guy, Randy Oglesby from Memphis, Tennessee, like a good old Southern boy. We talked about like him, how he got into acting. It was kind of like, hey, this is a class that I wanted to take because there was nothing else left, and this is like my choice. And then for years, he's doing Broadway in the city. He's doing like touring theaters. And then he says, man, I really want to do movies. So he gets Pale Rider, Clint Eastwood. Really cool. He's like the part of like the funny, silly gang in the movie. And he has an epic story that I'll let him tell when you guys check out the interview next week. And just so neat, like how he got that gig. Right now, you could see him. He's the chief of police on the Marvel series Spider Noir, starring Nicolas Cage. And he was in the new Burbs on Peacock with Keke Palmer, which I loved it. I love what the spin that they did on it. They didn't copy the original. They gave that whole neighborhood just like, hey.
I didn't see it yet.
I didn't say anything about it, but it's
okay.
Good. You like it. But he plays a really cool character in the kind of an important character. This guy, Bill Festerson. But yeah, no, great chat, man. Really cool dude. So yeah, it'll be cool. Hear Randy Oglesby, his story, and little Candyman, because Jamie's never seen a Candyman, but you know of Tony Todd and how
do.
Like important he is.
I reached out to him multiple times. Never got a response.
Well, he died 2 years ago.
That's probably why. Okay.
God, no, he's the best. You know what's funny? Tony Todd, you think about his career, before he even did Candyman, is he did that Night of the Living Dead remake that they did in 1990. And then he gets Candyman, I'm guessing the year after. And then he becomes like just this guy, like from how great his role is, because he does these two. And then he does Final Destination 97 or 98.
I only searched like two of those.
Yeah, but he's so good in that first one. He's really sets the scene for that. Right. But yeah. So don't forget to review, rate, share our podcast. Follow us on all social media at Sequels Only. Don't forget to check out our website, sequelsonly.com. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Good night, guys.